Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Entertainment Esquire. Today, we'll be discussing celebrity child support in the context of Anthony Edwards versus Aisha Howard. Let's get started. So, Anthony Edwards is a top 5 basketball player now. He's with the Minnesota Wolves. He is on a Netflix hit series, I believe, called The Top 5. So he is definitely a basketball player to watch, but he has not been watched lately for his basketball. He has been watched lately because he has recently had his 4th child. 4 children by 4 different women, his 4th child being by Aisha Howard, who is also one of the baby mothers to little baby's children. And so she is this kind of high profile, quote unquote, baby mama that has been scolded for having children by wealthy men, which I think is a conversation for another day, because I think if you're going to have children, why not have children by wealthy men? Why have children by someone poor? But again, that's a conversation for another day. But what's interesting about this case is that the child support in this case is the only thing that is at issue. Custody is not at issue because when she became pregnant, she released text messages to show that he said that you should not have this child. If you have this child, I don't want to have anything to do with raising it. So I think she knew by having the child that, again, he would have nothing to do with the child. But she is still seeking child support. And so it appears that he is at least agreeing to the child support. And then in this particular case, child support is going to be based on the calculator of Georgia. He originally had a legal victory by getting it kicked out of California because she claimed to live in both cities. And as you know, or you may not know, California has higher standards of living, and so he knew that she would get paid more if the child support case stayed in California. So his chess move was to move it to Georgia, and so kudos to him on that. But once it has been moved to Georgia, you still have to establish paternity with the test that he has not taken yet, even though if you look at that child, you probably don't need a test. And then she also wants him to sign the birth certificate, which I don't know if legally you can force someone to sign a birth certificate. But once that paternity test confirms that he is the father, then the child support case will proceed, where again, the child support calculation will be based on both of their earnings. She is an influencer. She supposedly sings and raps. Obviously, he's a basketball player. They're going to take all their income into consideration, and then obviously how much they actually spend with the child, and then any sort of medical expenses or daycare expenses with the child. Because she will have the child 100% of the time, that part of her calculation, the sheet will make her payment go actually way up. And so it actually would be in his best interest to spend some time with the child just to lower the amount. But he wants to solidify his relationship with his first girlfriend, with their child, and not have anything to do with any of these 3 children, including Aisha Howard's child. And so here we are. I do feel sorry for the child. And so with that being said, that is what they'll use in terms of the child support calculation, which is the likelihood of what they will use. I do not predict that they will use a one-time payout that has been rumored. Why I don't see this being a one-time payout for Anthony Edwards as it relates to his child support payment for Aisha Edwards. Well, first of all, I know that in theory, it sounds like a good idea. Just pay the person, one and done. But it's not going to reflect his earnings as they go up and down over the next 18 years. And so in theory, the payment may not always be fair if you were to issue out one time. Now, why may he still want this one-time payout beyond not just wanting to pay her every month? It's really to protect his future overall earnings outside of the NBA. The NBA, yes, is paying him, but drinks are paying him. Tennis shoe deals and endorsements are paying him, and they want to pay for a wholesome guy that is a family man and has no personal drama. And this screams personal drama. This screams that he is not a family man, because he has now had 3 additional children on his long-term girlfriend, who you can watch on Netflix with the Top 5 series. And so at this point, I understand long-term it's probably good for his bank account to just have one set payment over an 18-year period paid out at once, and also to just take the drama off social media with his personal life so that he doesn't have to interact with her anymore, so that it doesn't affect his overall brand as it relates to his ability to appear to be a family man and wholesome. I totally understand that, but I just don't see a court doing this. But great forethought strategy on your part, Anthony, but I just don't think it's going to take with the courts. So good luck to the parties. Thank you for watching. This has been the Entertainment Esquire. You can find me on all my social media handles at The Entertainment ESQ and on YouTube at The Entertainment Esquire. Take care, everyone.